Mm, mm, mm. Hey, Scooter Mom. Mm. Yeah, I've got a bunch of videos too, or a bunch of the lives that I've got to put in a playlist that I haven't done yet. A bunch of these lives that I haven't put in yet. I don't even know what that is. It is probably not going to be a super long live tonight. Um, oh, thank you. Um, I have a lot to do. I have a lot of diamond paintings that I have to put away. The kids brought most of my stuff. I've got pretty much all of my stuff upstairs now. And now I have to put it all away. That's the fun part. So, but I needed a break. So, I have my new bed. I'll be sleeping in tonight. I'm getting worn out. It has been a lot of work with this room switch, and the kids have been helping me tremendously. I to tell you, I would not have been able to do it by myself. That is for sure. I am exhausted. I am ready to get at least my portion done, because once we get my portion done, the hard part for the kids is going to be getting those two walls painted and building their bed frames, which these bed frames are easy. So that's not going to be hard at all. And then I'm going to relax. The kids have been a tremendous help. I would not have been able to get it all done without their help. And then that'll just leave the finishing touches, like hanging up the diamond paintings that I have downstairs, getting those hung up up here. I have the curtains on the closet that I need to hem so that they float above the floor instead of in my nice new bed. Yeah, it's in my nice new bed. With another diamond painting. Oh, I've got too many diamond paintings. No, I don't. Because eventually I get them all done. Oh, no, there we go. But yeah, in my nice new bed. I'm tickled pink. Mona loves it. As you can see, I still have a bunch of stuff over here that I've got to get. I got to get all that stuff put away. And then I have some stuff here that I need to get put away. Like actually put away. I've got my cubby shelf up now so that I can start actually sorting it and putting it all on the shelves. It is because I don't have the big light on. So I just have these lights on. So yeah, I just have my bedside table to bring up and the cubby shelf, the tall skinny cubby shelf that's going to house some of my yarn. But yeah, you can see behind me all of this stuff on the shelf or on the table, TV stand behind me. That all of this stuff has got to get put away. So, but yeah, if I turn on the light, see, yeah, all that stuff has to get put away. That was the last of the stuff that the kids brought up today while I was at work for me. Oh, my hair looks crazy. So yeah, the kids brought that last little bit of that stuff up. I've got the cubby shelf up. So now I can get that all sorted and put away. Get that all figured out. So that just leaves my bedside table, which will go on that side of my bed. And then the tall cubby shelf that'll house my yarn. And that's going to go over here in the corner. But yeah, a lot of this stuff that's behind me on and right here will end up on, oh no, cancel. Will end up on that cubby shelf. It's 6, 8, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 10 cubbies high, or total 5 high. So a lot of this stuff will go back on that cubby shelf, but it had to come down and come up in bins and bags so they could bring the cubby shelf up. Oh, yeah. The joys of moving rooms. But that light is irritating me tonight. So I'm getting there. I'm absolutely getting there. Both of the girls' bed frames showed up today, and one of their mattresses showed up today. I'm hoping the other one will show up tomorrow, because I would hate to have to put in a claim that we only got one. So I'm hoping it just got separated, because they were all shipped separately, all 3 of them. So, but let me turn that on. Here's my new bed. And new frame. No, I actually have a bed. I'm tickled. I actually have a bed. Me and Mona are going to be sleeping in that tonight. Mama. Right now, she's on her big floor pillow right now. Hey, come on. There you go. Come here. Oh, you just flop down so I can't, right behind me so I can't show you off. Right behind me so I can't show you off. Come here. There she is. She's like, yeah, forget you, Mom. It's been a rough day today. I've got a piece of hair floating. Hey, now you girlfriend. What about you? Yeah, we were already laying down, testing it out earlier. She jumped up there and snuggled right next to me, and that was all she wrote. She is sometimes, but only sometimes. Oh no, only sometimes, huh? And yeah, you. And yeah, you. Your mama's girl. It's gonna be nice though, because she's right behind me, which I'm super comfortable and feel more comfortable when she's right behind me. So this will be nice. The only other thing is that I have to figure out is where I have a little hidden drawer for my pew. So I got to figure out, it was downstairs, it was on the bottom side of one of the shelves. But I don't have those shelves now, so I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. So, hey, Red. I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. Or I might just make a pouch. Because the way the closet is, the closet kind of tucks back in. I might make a pouch that hangs on the inside of the closet so I can have it right there. I might do that. I might do that. That way I can just have it right there next to me. Well, it'd be like just around inside the closet. But I'd still be able to reach it right from the bed and just be able to reach right around the closet. I like that idea. Because I don't have the shelf anymore. And I don't have, like, this desk, because of the way it's made, I can't attach it. Oh yeah, not here. Not here. Nevada actually also has open carry law, so I could actually just put it on an open holster right on my hip and carry it around. So that's not even an issue. I mean, we have a gun closet for our rifles and stuff, but he has one pistol in his room, and I usually have one in mine. So, and because it's usually just me and the kids, or not usually, but half the time it's me and the kids at night when he's at work, I prefer to keep it close. So, but the way that hidden drawer is, it wouldn't work putting it under the bottom of this, because this pencil stop, I guess, or I don't even know what this part is called. Hey, Gary. I wouldn't be able to open the drawer, and if I put it too far to the side, the hinges would stop it. And then on my office desk, I've got the bar, so I wouldn't be able to open the drawer on that either. So, I think having a pouch just on the inside of the closet there, so I could just reach around and grab it if I needed it. I like that idea. Because that's the one thing is, kids are not allowed in my room or in his room. So we don't have to worry about that. And my kids know how to handle. That is something that we would not have any weapons in the house if our kids didn't know how to handle them safely. So our kiddos know how to be able to just look at every single one we have, and just by looking, be able to tell you if the safety is on, how to put the safety on, how to take it off, how to safely, make sure it's cleared. They know how to, every single one we've had, so that there are no accidents. So yeah, no, that's not an issue with my kids, because that's something we've taught them from day one, so that they're less likely to ever have an accident. So I like that idea. I know you're not licking my brand new blanket. Good girl. No, but I am almost done. Almost done. He's back here panting behind me. Good deal. Oh, now you put your head down? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I love you. You gonna say hi to everybody? We got a couple more people. Are you gonna say hi? Come here. Oh, you stinker. You're wagging your tail. You're being all cutesy. I know what'll do it. You want a cookie? Do you want a cookie? I'll get you a cookie. My pouch. I'll get you a cookie. I'll get you a cookie, but you gotta sit pretty. Yes, I said sit pretty. Yes. I'll get you a cookie. But you have to sit pretty. Come on. Sit. Sit. Come on. You gotta sit. Come on. And I will. And I will. You gonna say hi to everybody? You gonna say hi? And I will. You got a nummy cookie? You got a nummy cookie? Are you just gonna snuggle into my arm? I love you. Okay. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? And I will. Oh, you tell me about it. Really. I love you. Mwah. Okay, you can lay back down. Oh, pick it up. Okay. Is that okay? Okay. Geez, something else. Hey, artsy. Oh, she's sitting up. She's hanging around with us for a minute. Look at that. I love you. You so dirty face. I got you. It's not that hot in here. Oh, oh, okay. There you go. You're gonna lay down now and stretch out over my bed. Yeah, she's my girl. I love her. She is something else. The looks that she gives me, she's so expressive. The lady at the post office absolutely adores her too. Yeah, gave her a big old treat today. Yeah. Huh. You got a big chew treat today, didn't you? You got a big chewy. Yes, you did. Thank you, Archie. Yeah, that's my Mona girl. And if we're not careful, we'll probably hear her snoring too, because she snores loud. She does. She is definitely a mama's girl. Ain't ya? Huh? Yeah, that's my girl. Scratch your ear. Yeah, she is definitely all about the mama. She is definitely all about the mama. She's about 3.5 now. She was about 3 when we adopted her. And that was back in October, so nearing 4 now. Are you gonna snore? Oh, okay. Yep, she's had it. She just kicked the back feet back. She's done. Yep, she's done. I love you, baby. She's done. She kicked the legs out. She went. She's gonna start snoring here in a minute. Papa Smurf. Hello, darling. I haven't even folded back the plastic. We've been sitting here talking about my room and talking about Mona and. Oh, I said your name. I'm sorry. Be quiet. Love that dog. Your next project, not as much black. Yeah. Black can be tough sometimes because it can be harder to see sometimes. All right. H. This is number 14. Hey, Carrie Ann. Ooh, a watercolor video. Nice. What's the subject going to be? And E is 12. And they only need 4. Okay. Are you going to post pictures when you're done? Oh, Papa. Well, you got to find a way to check in with some of us somehow. Even if it's sending us the occasional email just to know you're all right. Hey, no face. Yeah, that's a good question, Scooter Mom, for sure. That's a very valid question. Aw, I'm sure you'll be able to rebuild it in no time. I'm sure. Well, Scooter, with uh, I was gonna say with all the what? It was always fun. Why did why did whatever? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So artsy. The canvas is actually adhesive. See? And it's pre-printed in a grid like cross stitch. But instead of threads like cross stitch, it is the diamonds. And these are little resin diamonds. So you follow the grid and the code, and it tells you which color of the diamonds to use. Okay, Papa. You got it, darling. Yeah, I don't like when people get picked on. It ain't right. It ain't right. Yes, it is. Artsy. That is what I do for a living. It still ain't right, Papa. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Maybe not. It's just hanging out. Oh, my allergies have been so bad. The winds have been really bad the last few days up here. Stirring up all kinds of dust. And then, of course, all this moving stuff around and cleaning and stirring up all kinds of dust. Hey, Sir Crepidus. It don't matter how long. It can be 3 months. It doesn't matter. Still ain't right, no matter what. Don't like people being picked on. You're a pretty decent dude, so yeah, not digging it. You or No Face. Not digging either one of y'all getting picked on. Exactly. Oh, do we really? Sweet Artsy. Love it. That's what I'm saying, Sir Crepidus. Awesome people up in my chat tonight. I know, Papa. It was all in fun, just to give a giggle. I know. That's why we know that. It was all for a giggle. That's all. I don't like it. Because it was all in fun. Just to have a good time. And people gotta... I don't like it. Thank you, Sir Crepidus, because I always forget. Always. I'm terrible. So Carrie Ann is doing that book club, and I finally got off my lazy behind and got me a copy of the Audible book. So now I can get caught up for this week. No. Thank you, Red. It's supposed to be debuting a new shirt. Wonder what that's all about. Oh, you're welcome here. You come hang out with us anytime, Papa. This is usually about the time I'm on. So you're more than welcome to come join and drop a few jokes and hang out with us for sure. All right, Carrie. But I will be catching up for book club this week. I don't know how much I will add to the conversation, but I will be catching up. I finally downloaded the book. Now, I was really enjoying the conversation tonight because that's kind of the background I come from. A little bit of that background. So it most definitely was a relatable conversation for me. No face. Oh, I won't be reading. I don't have time to read that much anymore. It's called Audible, and I'm going to have that bad boy read to me, and probably have to replay the chapters several times. But hey, it's okay. So, Papa, one of Stephen King's books is actually based on the area where I live. Desperation. The setting of the town is based on Ruth, Nevada, which is just the next town over. Stephen King actually stayed here for a while at the historic Hotel Nevada, and he was inspired by the setting or the town of Ruth, and used that as the setting of the town in Desperation, the book Desperation. So if you like Stephen King's books, you should read that one if you haven't already. Yes. SPTV never ends, and Artology is also artsy tartsy. Papa, you didn't like Desperation? No, that one was a bit different. It was. Yeah, that one was definitely a little different. But the way he describes the town is based on Ruth, Nevada. You are not wrong, Papa. You are definitely not wrong. It was a little different for him. I read that one, oh God, early teens. Yeah. Yeah, I don't read his books much anymore. It's been years and years. I read his books when I was a teenager. My husband loves his books. He'll go back and reread them all the time. I'm good. I read them once. I'm good. Now I do more historical reading or study. Yeah, I don't either. Artsy. Yeah, I've heard of that one. I don't know if I've actually read it off the top of my head, but I have heard of it. I'd have to look at it to know for sure. Because like I said, it's been a long time since I've read any Stephen King. You don't have to be so loud, Mona. Oh, and she's a tater. She's a tater. She's got the front paws. She's a tater. Yeah, I agree, Sir Crepitus. Much prefer Tartsy over Fartsy for sure. Historical, like World War One, World War Two, a lot of conflict war documentaries, books, mostly about wars, mostly that have involved and happened since the foundation of the U.S. Because I'm just weird like that. This is a piece of plastic. It is. No, it's a piece of glass. Where in the world did a piece of glass come from? That is odd. All right. I have to ask the kids if they broke a glass or something today. That is odd. It's a pretty big chunk of glass. I'm gonna put that bad boy right there. Yep, Will Smith definitely did the last version. Okay, folks, I will be right back. I'm gonna go put this piece of glass in the trash so it doesn't end up on the. Ow, son of a biscuit eater. Oh, oh. Hello, Grim. Oh, that hurt. You know, when your knee does a partial pop and then stops right in the middle of it when you stretch it out? Oh. No, I didn't jam my toe. It was my knee. Dadgummit, that hurt. Oh. Oh, ow. Okay, there it went. It just finished the pop. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go put this piece of glass in the big trash can so I don't knock it or drop it on the floor. Grab some more water. I'll be right back. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Ow. Okay. Now I'm good. That's not just on official street, huh? Oh. Okay. Oh, my knees are just gone because I'm me. Oh, at least it's only a minor injury, Red. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying, Scooter Mom. Glad it wasn't too serious. Yeah, Grim, I have joint hypermobility syndrome, and my knees suck. My knees are bad. That's one of the problems that I have with the condition and chronic pain. So it's one of the reasons I also have Mona for my service dog, because that's part of the issue is bad knees, no strength. I don't walk well. So that's part of what she does. Oh, I missed something here. Ooh, no face. Yeah, luckily I don't have any steel in my body or titanium. Thank God. Um, I just basically the connective tissue in my body is too loose, and my joints move more than they're supposed to. My bones move more than they're supposed to, and sometimes they get stuck when it's halfway moving, and it hurts. Yeah, artsy. My luck, I'd end up slicing my daggum fingers off. I'm good. Like my fingers connected. Oh, yeah. I'm really, really counting my stars. I do not have any metal in my body, aside from the metal that I purposely put there. No, unwanted metal. That's for sure. Yes, Papa. The pain definitely does worsen with stress as well, uh, um, and with exhaustion. Yeah, that's why I have to be careful not to overdo it, because the more tired I get, the more apt I am to injure myself. So I have to be really careful that I don't push it. Yeah. I'm just glad we all relate. We all understand one way or another. Oh yeah, yeah, no, insomnia, stress, and pain, not a good mix. 110% agree. Right, Scooter Mom? I most definitely hear you there. For sure. Ooh, Papa. I hear you. The beekeeper. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look that up, Gary. If it's too gruesome, I probably won't watch it, so I'll be honest. But I will look it up. Oh, Papa. I love your name, Scooter Mom. I think it's awesome. Um, very apt. Perfect. It'd be like me trying to rename myself something other than Pup Groomer. How well would that work? Ugh. Yeah, Archie's in a wheelchair. Yes, no face. This is true. This is true. Nick's Mandy McGee. Hello, darling. It is going. Yeah, Scooter Mom, you couldn't be named anything else. It wouldn't fit. That'd be like me being named something else. It wouldn't work very well. Yeah, I can imagine. I know since I've gotten Mona how much more independent I've become. So I can. Oh no, no, you're fine. Yeah, I know how much more independent I've become since I got Mona. So I can imagine what a scooter has done for you for sure. Well, that dot. I got a text. I got to answer. Okay. Wow. Almost 20 years old. Wow. But I'm gonna warn you now, they don't make them. They don't make them like they used to. That's for sure. There are all kinds of fancy and fandangle now. How tall did you say you were, Grim? Scooter Mom. Yeah, they're all kinds of fancy now. How do you fold yourself into a viper? At 6'6"? Those things are small. So artsy. Yeah, Papa. Yeah. Um, are you sure it's a bad battery and not a drain on the battery? Oh, you poor thing, Grim. You poor thing. See, and here I am. I drive just I drive. Y'all are gonna laugh at me if you haven't seen my car in any of my videos yet. I drive a Volkswagen Beetle. And I absolutely love my car. I love my car. Interesting. Oh, I want to see that picture, Grim. It is one of the new versions of the Herbie car, yes. I love my car. But my kids are getting too big. My kids are getting too big. My oldest is bigger than me. I'm only 5'5.5". She's like 5'7". Then my 11-year-old, I know Herbie. I absolutely know Herbie. Absolutely. One of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Absolutely. And it's funny you brought that up because I told my husband the other day, last week, if I ever had to paint my car, I was going to paint it Herbie colors, just like Herbie, with the 53 and everything. Sure did. Sure did. That's my summer car, but my winter car, I have a 95 Pathfinder, just an old beater for the snow. But it's got a short that draws the battery, so we seriously have to find the time to trace it down. We're probably going to have to tear the dash apart again. I'm not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that. Oh yeah, I love Herbie. Well, no face. The new ones, the engine is in the front. Okay, RC, that does sound like a battery, like the battery has gone bad. It's not holding the charge. Interesting. We would probably take it to any auto shop or parts shop and have them test the battery. To see if the battery has gone bad. Before you buy a new battery, before you invest a lot of time or money, test the battery before you go spending a bunch of money. And if it's not the battery, I bet you have a short or a bad connection somewhere. Yeah, and it doesn't help, Red, that they have now stopped manufacturing them. So, yeah, that's not helpful either. Mine is a 2004, so. Yeah, Scooter Mom, that's exactly what I was saying. I wouldn't, before investing a bunch of money in a brand new battery, it may not even be the battery. It could be a bad connection or a short somewhere that's drawing the battery. So I would check the batteries before paying more money for new batteries. And you can do that at any auto parts store or auto shop. They should be able to take care of that for you. Yes, Scooter Mom. In the new ones, they put the engine in the front. Yeah, I'd be checking the batteries, making sure, if the batteries are still good, then you've got a draw somewhere or a bad connection somewhere. So before you spend more money on brand new batteries again, check that first. I do, Grim, yeah, they do have a lot of aftermarket stuff, and there's still a lot of actual branded stuff. It's just that they no longer produce the cars. So, but eventually that market will dry up, and it'll be just straight aftermarket stuff. Hey, Momo, wake up, baby. Got bad dream. Momo, wake up, baby. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, she started whining. Hate when she does that. But yeah, Papa, I prefer older cars too. Yeah, could be the charger. I mean, I would be doing a full-on check of everything before you spend more money. Scooter Mom, I don't know. To make them more modern, I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, Papa. Oh, honey. Just try to give extra loves, extra snuggles, and try. I know it's hard, but they will feed off of what we are going through emotionally, and dogs don't understand emotions on us. They just don't, their brain doesn't process emotion like that. But what they're sensing from us is our body has a hormonal response to the emotions that we're feeling. And the dog is smelling the hormonal changes that our body goes through for those emotions that we're feeling. They also respond to our body language. So if you could try to be more mindful of your body language and try to force your body to relax a little bit more, that may be a little bit more helpful for your pup. I bet. Just give him extra snuggles when you can. I understand you're under a lot of stress with everything, but giving him some extra snuggles might help. Cats too, yes. No face, I am not driving backwards all the time. You know what the funny thing is, though? There are a bunch of beetles here in town. Mine is the only one like it in town. If I'm not mistaken, every beetle that is in town there's only one of each color. I don't think there's any doubled up colors of the beetles in town, except for maybe the black ones. I think there might be 2 black ones. So. She settled back down. You put his paw on your shoulder. It's like when I get in bed on the days that I'm really hurting, Mona, if it's my knees, she'll lay across my knees and warm them up. Because this dog puts off some daggum heat, okay? She is like a built-in heating pad. If it's my back or my hips, she'll lay across them. Oh, yeah. When did you pop in here? Did I miss you when coming in? Did I really? I sure did. I'm sorry, my dear. It is nice to see you. Yeah, there is not as much plastic. Even on the inside, like the door panels are metal with just like a little bit of plastic on the top. Like the fenders are plastic, but underneath that is metal framing and everything underneath that. But yeah, and there's actually a ton of room inside. So what a lot of people don't realize, there is a ton of room in these things. Yeah. I don't know what the Pete Best of the Beatles. I don't know what that is, Papa. Or no face. Papa. Mona is a staffy. Had to think about it there for a second. She is a staffy. Yes, I know about your dog being a Shih Tzu. Maya's dog is also a Shih Tzu. And I think Red's dogs are either terriers or Chihuahua, or dogs too. Are either terriers or Chihuahua mixes, something like that. Yep, RT was also Chihuahua. '81 El Camino. That's definitely a classic, for sure. Definitely a classic. Rotties, I'm going to tell you the same thing I would tell somebody about pitties. They are a powerful dog. And you need to, if you're going to have one, you need to make sure that you train it properly so that you have it under control. See, I wasn't too far off. I wasn't too far off, Red. Um, but Rotties fall kind of in the same category as the Pitties and the Pitty breeds, like the Staffy, like Mona. Um, they are powerful dogs, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But if you're not good at training, don't have them. I would say the same thing about a Malinois. Any of those dogs that need an owner that is either committed and understands the stigma that comes with those breeds and is willing to deal with that, or is an experienced dog owner and knows what needs to be put into having a well-behaved dog. Yeah, Rotties are awesome. They're beautiful, gorgeous dogs. But they're powerful. Same with pits. Just have to make sure that you know what you're getting into with the Rotties. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got you. No face. Yep. Well, it's not necessarily that it's the outlier. We have several bugs in town, or beetles in town. That yes, they do, Grim. Yes, they do. But each one of them, there's only one of that color in town, except for I think there might be 2 black ones. So yes, Janelle. Rottweilers were actually cart dogs. So they're familiar with work. Yes. Pitties, kind of the same thing. That's one of the reasons they are so muscular. But Malinois are, if you're not familiar with Malinois, think German Shepherd, tan version of a German Shepherd, much more streamlined, with severe ADHD. Pretty much got a Malinois right there. So German Shepherd, tan version of a German Shepherd with severe ADHD and a little bit trimmer body. You got Malinois, a Belgian Malinois. But yeah, a lot of breeds are actually working dogs. And they still have the DNA for that. They absolutely still have the DNA. And in some cases, that can be a recipe for disaster for some dogs if you're not willing to put in the time and effort it takes to work with them. There's not a brown one, no face, but there is a very light cream colored, almost tan colored one. So not quite dung beetle. Artsy, yes. The Malinois, yes. Yeah, the Malinois are the ones that you see a lot of times doing the Shih Tzu work and a lot of the bite work, um, things like that. That's a lot of times where they look like German Shepherds, but they're um, a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more um, trim than a German Shepherd, a little bit more compact. Their bodies tend to be more of a solid tan and with a darker face. Those are Belgian Malinois. Oh, yeah, mine is it's not a light colored blue, but it's a bright blue. Yeah, I know. I love my car. I am not looking forward to the day where I finally have to get rid of it because it just will not fit my children anymore. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna absolutely cry. I've seen bits and pieces of South Park, but I've not ever really been a big cartoon person. As a kid, or the adult version of cartoons, or older cartoons. I've seen bits and pieces. Yeah, they are definitely amazing athletes. Amazing athletes. Scary. They would not be happy with me. Although they would probably hop on their electric scooters and bebop all over town on their own anyways, and leave me at home. Papa, I don't. You'd have to remind me. Thundercats, vaguely. Vaguely. I have not, Janelle. I have not. Oh, Scooter Mom, yeah. Yeah, luckily, I have not had that problem. I I'm not saying that my car has not been in an accident. We weren't in the car when it happened. We were inside the building, and it was icy, and a friend of mine went to back out, and instead of backing out, the ass end of her car, instead of backing out, it was doing this number, and it smacked the fender of my car. Put a big old hole in the fender of my car. Ooh, Scooter Mom. Not good. Not good. Yeah, it was just solid ice right out front, and she thought she was backing up. She felt the tires moving. They were spinning on the ice, and instead of backing up, they were spinning and sending her, and her back bumper punched a hole in the driver's side rear fender. Yeah, it happens. She was bawling. Poor thing. She was bawling her eyes out because she knows how much I love my car. She about had a panic attack because she had to come tell me that she slid into my car and punched a hole in my car. Bless her heart. So I bit my tongue for a moment, walked out, looked at it, Came back in, bit my tongue for a moment, and said, okay, well, it's too late to do anything about it now. We'll deal with it in the morning. Go home and go to sleep. It took about a month because we only have one shop here that works with insurances to do repairs and stuff like that, collision repairs. So it took a little while to get it all worked out and everything, and they got her fixed, put a new fender on her. And thank God it was the driver's side, not the passenger side, because if it was the passenger side, that side's got the gas tank lid. Driver's side does not. So thank God it was, and that's what I had to just remind myself. Thank God it was the driver's side and not the passenger side. It just took me a minute to, collect myself. It is, Grim. I love my car. I absolutely love my car. I'm gonna be heartbroken when I have to get a bigger car. You just don't understand. I'm going to be heartbroken. Chanel. Well, that much I kind of thought, but I wasn't sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It doesn't take much when you're young and just starting out driving to be traumatized, for sure. I know a lot of people that don't drive that were traumatized over things like that. If you keep licking and chewing on that foot, I'm going to be wrapping it up. I was supposed to give you a bath today. I didn't. You're probably going to get one tomorrow. That's going to stop that licking. Oh, my kind of person, though. I love it. Grim, that's what I love about my bug. As long as you don't have to sit in the back seat, there's so much headspace. I can literally go like this and not touch the top of my car. I love it. Okay, y'all are probably going to laugh, but I'm going to tell you anyways. I know I've mentioned it before. I'm a massive cheap ass. I hate spending big amounts of money. I hate it. My husband's truck is the first time in my life I've ever spent more than $5,000 for a vehicle. Yeah. I'm that kind of person. I swore I would never spend more than $5,000 for a vehicle because I didn't feel the need to be in massive amounts of debt for a vehicle. But now living here, and the fact if you need major medical, you have to travel. We have been traveling so much for family in Vegas and everything. We had to get a reliable vehicle. And That's when we got the truck. We still got a hell of a deal on it though. So I'm not going to complain. Not at all. See, Janelle? You see eye to eye. You see eye to eye. I will own it. I will own it. But and the reason I got the truck, we got the truck for my husband instead of a new car for me, since I usually have the kids. We can tool around town. I am not too proud to walk if I have to. Done it. I mean, it's literally 3 miles from one end of town to the other, if that. I am not too proud to walk. My husband, on the other hand, has to drive 14 miles one way to get to work. Sometimes as early as 2 o'clock in the morning. So, he definitely needed the reliable vehicle because our old cars had left him stranded a time or two on the side of the road. So he definitely needed the more reliable vehicle. Because even if my car doesn't start and the Pathfinder doesn't start, I can still literally walk straight down the hill and be at my shop in not even 10 minutes walking. So, all good. So we got the truck for him. Oh yeah. You know, my Bug is a 2004, and right now I think there's like 146,000 miles on it. My Pathfinder is a 95, and there's like 178,000 miles on it. Absolutely, Red. Artsy. My oldest is 15 and my youngest is 11. And my oldest is bigger than I am. Oh, absolutely, Janelle. Absolutely. Many of us right here in this very chat are differently abled, for sure. I know for years and years and years, I told multiple doctors that there was something wrong with me, something wasn't right. And they just told me I was just extra clumsy. I needed to be more careful. And it was literally, I couldn't be any more careful unless I wrapped myself in bubble wrap. I finally got a doctor that listened to me, and I finally have a reason why I'm so clumsy and why I can trip over air. I can trip going up the stairs and down the stairs, which is why my husband wanted to switch rooms with the kids to bring me back upstairs instead of being downstairs. So I'm not walking up and down the stairs quite so much, especially in the wintertime when I have a harder time moving. So yes, please please do consider supporting all of these small channels if you have not yet. Really, Papa? You know what? Hey, no face. This is true. Janelle, hypermobility. Yes. Hypermobility. And that's just one part of it. Oh, grim. I have a slight touch of it in my hands from grooming for so long. I can only imagine. Bless your heart. Oh, ooh. I know what my hands go through. Oh, you poor thing. Oh. And it took me forever. I have never been diagnosed neurospicy, but I have always thought I might be. I do know I have been diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and insomnia. But I think it's deeper than that. And I just never have been able to get anybody to take me seriously. Oh, I gotta answer Sin back. Thank you for putting that, because that reminded me I've got to answer Sin. Wow, Papa, that is insane. I've been hearing that, Janelle. I have been hearing that. Yeah. And hypermobility is only a step or two before Ehlers-Danlos. So it could all be related. It could absolutely all be related. But yeah, I do tend to have a few traits of, if not being mildly on the spectrum, then most definitely maybe some ADD or something. So yes. Which is why I finally gave up after a while about it. And trying to get a name for it. I suspect. I wonder. It's been something that's always been a little thought nugget in the back of my head. So, but like you said, being female and being older, actually getting a diagnosis is going to be unlikely without all kinds of pushing and fighting to get a diagnosis. But I suspect. I do suspect it's been a nugget in the back of my mind for a long time that I am in some way neurospicy. Because if I don't check myself, I can get so hyper focused on things. It's insane. So I do suspect. Oh yeah. And yeah, that doesn't help either. Yes, yes. And Grim, that doesn't surprise me either. If you're not already, you could look into potentially taking supplements like glucosamine and chondroitin to add extra hydration to your drink. That may help a bit with movement. Yeah, Red better put her channel in there. Yeah, I get that sometimes, that kind of feeling like I'm not sure where, and it's the weirdest thing. It's really hard to explain. It feels like part of my body goes to sleep, and I'm not sure. I mean, I know how to use it, but it doesn't feel like I do, and it feels funny. It feels weird. Yeah. Yeah. So I hear you loud and clear. Papa, don't overdo it though. I don't want you going too much without rest. I know that's the only thing I don't like about Restream. There's not as many options for music. I'll put it on the chill hop, which is the one I was playing the other night. Yeah, there's not as many options. There's only a few options for background music. Is that one a little bit better? No face? That is it. That, yes. But it's your leg. It's your leg, but it doesn't feel like your leg. It doesn't. Yes. Yeah. And you break another toe like for the fourth time. Nice, Grim. Nice. Thank you, Janelle. I appreciate that. There's not much to it. The painting tells me where to put all the diamonds. But I do enjoy putting it all together. Go get some rest, Papa. Not resting is going to make you sick. So at least go get some rest. Janelle, yes. Yeah, you see it coming, you feel it leading, but you can't do anything about it. And it's like, smack. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yep, go get some rest, Papa. I would, Papa, real quick before you go. As usual, I won't promise that I'll be live tomorrow night, but I promise I will do everything I can to try to be here for you tomorrow so we can hang out. Anytime, Papa. You come hang out with us anytime. You are welcome. That's kind of what my chat is for everybody to just be able to come out and hang out and be comfortable. Night. Go get some rest. Take care of yourself. So, yes, for sure, I understand exactly what you're saying. I hear you. So that's part of my issue is that weirdness with my limbs. That's part of what Mona does. Is she's a mobility aid for me. Like I'll be walking and then all of a sudden just start dragging my feet and don't even realize it. And she'll pick it up and she'll bop off my leg or bounce off my leg or nose boot my leg. And that tells me that I'm dragging my feet so that I'm more cautious with how I'm walking. My knees are shot, so if I get down to look at something or get something off the bottom shelf, a lot of times I can't get up without having to pull myself up. All right, Scooter Rome. And in doing so, over the years, I have pulled things down on me, or damn near pulled things down on me, pulled shelves off that weren't fully secure, things like that. With having Mona, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Sometimes yes, Janelle, sometimes yes. Or other projects. Yes, Grim, I have. Yes, I have. It's not often, but yes. My kids do too occasionally. And if my husband gets too hot, he gets really congested, and especially when he's sleeping, he'll start snoring, and that irritation actually gets so bad from snoring and being congested that he'll end up with bloody noses and irritated sinuses. But that's kind of just comes with the territory, because even though I'm in the mountains, I'm considered, the territory is considered high desert, so it's very dry. Yeah. I didn't know you were sewing too. I knew you were crocheting and diamond painting, but I didn't know you were sewing too. I know one day this week I've got to take up and hem the curtains on the closet. but I'm going to wait to do that. Okay, Scooter Mom, I see you. I'm still tickled pink that you did those coasters red to try out diamond painting. I'm really tickled pink. That's all right. Oh, okay. So I'm at town is about 6,500 feet, 65 and a half. I am above town, and I sit maybe about 6,700 feet. Oh yeah, bookmarks are fun. They're really fun. Now, bookmarks are definitely one that you want to seal, because the little bit of overspray you get or overpour of the adhesive, if you don't completely cover that, that can stick to the pages in your book. So make sure your bookmarks do get sealed when you cover up that adhesive. Actually, let me see. Oh, let me see if I can find one of my bookmarks, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I know that. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see the adhesive on the outside. No. Well, you can a little bit. I don't know if the camera's going to be enough to pick it up, though. You can just see just outside the... Yeah, there's not enough light. Just outside the diamond line here is just a little tiny bit of the adhesive mark. Let's see. Get it into the frame. Be able to see it at a... Alright, where are we at? There we go. You might be able to just see the adhesive line out just outside the line of the diamonds. I don't know if you were able to see it. But there will be just a tiny line outside the diamond lines. So if you don't cover that, and usually what I do with the bookmarks, just to make sure that they're completely covered, is I will do the entire front. That way I can make sure that they're all completely, all the diamond or all the adhesive marks are completely covered. And then I'll go back and just kind of feel around once it's completely dry to make sure that I got everything. So you make sure the pages of your books don't stick. Okay, you did see it. Okay, good. Good. Oh, that one. Yeah, I've done a bit of stamping, but that's not a ton of what I'm into. Yeah. There's stamps. I have a few. You guys maybe have never heard of this, but there's a thing, this style of like Bible art study, that's called Bible art journaling, where you're actually arting through your study of the Bible. And the little bit of stamping that I've done, that's where I've used it. That snuck up on me. That snuck up on me. Red. It's always fun to try new things, for sure. You've never heard of what? You know, of the Bible art? Oh, Scooter Mom. Well, at least you have your phone. You can still join in. Oh. Yeah, I will leave the polymer clay to you guys. I don't have the patience for that. I'd get frustrated because it didn't come out just right. Yeah, I wouldn't have the patience for it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. But that's pretty much the only time I've really used any kind of major stamping or anything like that. I have. There's actually quite a few people that have them here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know, I've tried working with a little bit of it several years ago, and it just I feel I tend to get a little too um not obsessive, but um, what's the word I'm looking for? If it doesn't do at least mostly of what I'm wanting it to do, then I get really frustrated with it, and that's just not good for me. Not good for me. I don't handle that well. Not when it comes to crafting. Crafting for me is completely and utterly relaxing. And if something happens to where it's not doing what I want it to do, then I get frustrated. Oh, so you're on my side of the country. Nice. Yeah. September, Archie. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. It's not obsessive, but it's close. Yes. Oh, yeah, my husband too, Artsy and Grim. Yes, we do. We got some West Coasters in here for sure. Although I'm not technically on the coast, but I am considered a West Coaster. Yes, that is why I get frustrated. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up in Arizona if he's looking at cost. Yeah, it seems that way. Near, yes, Janelle. I'm actually the east side of Nevada. I'm northeastern. I'm the 12th. Yeah, I'm northeastern Nevada. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, Janelle. Um, I'm directly halfway between Vegas and Salt Lake. It on the Nevada route. No face, I can't. I'm actually further out than that. Elko is almost 200 miles away. Elko is also the closest Walmart to me. I live out in the middle of nowhere. Literally. Sort of. Scooter mom. Yeah. Elko is almost just shy, literally just shy of 200 miles away. I am out in the middle of nowhere. Wide open country out here. I keep telling people this. I keep telling people I live in the middle of nowhere. I am out in the sticks. I like it though. It's good for my kids because they can be kids. Everybody in town knows me. Everybody in town knows who my kids are. And my kids know that I have eyes in the back of my head because if they act a fool, I get a phone call. Works out wonderfully. I did, but not here. I grew up in a town called Mulberry in Central Florida, about 30 minutes from Clearwater. Back in the day when I was a kid, there was not a whole lot of nothing out there. It's grown up quite a bit since then, but yeah, I've always lived small town life. I don't do well in the city, not for long term. So Artsy, you're familiar with Florida. My old stomping grounds is the County Line Road corridor between Hillsborough County and Polk County. That's where I grew up. So it's that T between County Line Road and Highway 60. Where you've got Plant City, Southside Lakeland, Mulberry, Nichols, Pierce. That's my old stomping grounds. That's where I grew up. So that video that Aaron did, yeah. No face. You crack me up. Yeah. That's actually how I came to know about Scientology. Growing up there, because Clearwater Beach, Tampa Bay, that was where those were the closest beaches. So that's where we would go all the time. For school trips to the beach, friend trips to the beach, things like that. And that was actually, as a kid, that was actually how I learned about Scientology. But I have always, coming from the familial background that I come from, as old school Pilgrim Mormon stock, and the generational traumas that come with that. That was something that was always, high control groups, wars, cults, conflicts, that type of thing has always been something that deeply interests me ever since I was a child. And then, of course, my own traumas and circumstances and situations that I experienced deepened that interest. It is something that ever since I was a little child, I have studied and learned about. And when you figure that I was 8, 9, 10 years old, and I'm in my early 40s now. So this is not a new thing for me. The good part is my husband and I have known each other since middle school, and he knows that this is something that has always been an interest of mine. And so when I decided to become involved and become active, he was 100% on board. I will be 42. Nobody ever believes me that I'm in my 40s, but yes, I am in my 40s. I know, Archie. I know. And nobody ever believes me that I'm in my 40s. I argue with people all the time that I'm in my 40s. I know. You guys all look freaking amazing for your ages. I still have to show people my ID, Grim. Especially if I have makeup on and I have my contacts in and I'm actually dressed instead of just cut off t-shirts. There's been a few times recently that I've had to show my ID. I don't feel young, damn it. I look it, but I certainly don't feel it. Yes. Yes, Janelle. Yes. This is true. This is absolutely true. The sad part, though, is if you get heavy and then you lose the weight, then you end up with this. Oop, this way. You end up with the wings. I'm working on it. Working on it. That comes from losing almost 50 pounds. Oh, I wish. No, my body reminds me on a fairly regular basis that I am not young anymore. On a regular basis. But what I was saying, just in the last couple of weeks, Aaron did a video where he was over in Plant City at a closed org in Plant City. I know exactly where that org is. Aw, Scooter Mom. Dadgummit. That sucks. Yeah, I don't feel that old, Grim. I don't feel that old. I feel maybe, in my late 60s, maybe. On a good day. On a good day. But yeah, no, where Aaron went for that closed org in Plant City, I know exactly where that's at. We used to go to Plant City all the time. I had family that lived in Plant City. I lived literally just over the county line in Polk County, which was considered the outskirts of Lakeland. And I went to school in Mulberry. Scooter Mom, I don't want to even hear it. You're gorgeous. I don't want to even hear it. You just hush. No. Oh. Oh my God. That is hilarious. Would be October, I think. My eyes are fine. Don't even go there. I love it, Janelle. I love it. You come in here and hang out anytime you want. I love it. Okay, so Grim, can you agree with me? Scooter Mom is gorgeous. I don't find your standard beauty expectations attractive. I celebrate people's uniqueness. What makes people different from each other. Those are the things that I notice. Those are the things that I celebrate. Those are the things that I think are beautiful. I don't abide by society's definition of beauty. It's stupid. I like seeing the differences in people. The difference in the skin tone. Like me, I have my ears pierced all the way up, you know. Although it's not something I would do, but people who have facial tattoos or neck tattoos or you know, no offense. Oh, I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. But just because you're carrying a little extra weight doesn't mean you're any less beautiful. At all. At all. Yeah, it is the intentional and non-intentional characteristics and uniqueness that I find beautiful in people. Like, both of my ears are pierced all the way up, literally. And then I have the tragus on the side. I have my nose pierced. I had my tongue pierced for years. All my tattoos, my purple. It is the intentional and the unintentional. I was scrolling through some of the face implants that and the Marilyn Monroe's with the gems. Gorgeous. If done properly. I tell you what, it is so much cooler. I do need to touch it up. It's getting long. I can grab it. It's only about 2 weeks. Maybe 3, if that. Like Fluffer. I absolutely love her hair. Love her hair. It's unique. Fluffer is gorgeous. But I was scrolling through YouTube on Shorts and came across skincare, and the woman had a birthmark, and it was a port of wine birthmark right through here that came up into her eyebrow, and she was beautiful. But she had to have it removed because it started growing. It started getting textured and growing bumps in it. So she was going to have it removed, and she was really bummed about losing her birthmark. And I can relate to that. You know, it's the uniqueness in people that I find beauty in. Yes, I love Fluffer's hair. I love it. She's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I hate that society has manipulated our brains to tell us what beauty is supposed to be. I hate it. Absolutely freaking hate it. Yeah, Janelle, and luckily this woman, her mother was really good with her when she was young to make it normal and to normalize the birthmark. So she was always accepting of it. Didn't really wear a lot of makeup to hide it or anything like that. But because port of wine stains are vascular malformations, it is the media grim, absolutely, and I freaking hate it. But because port of wine stains are vascular malformations in the skin, with age or injury to those areas, they can change texture and develop growth. And sadly, that's what was happening with this lady. She had developed a big bump in her eyebrow portion of the stain. And it was so sensitive, and the vessels were so close to the skin that just a tiny bump and it would just bleed and bleed and bleed. So she had to have it removed. So they had to do some specialized laser treatments to remove it, because it was becoming so much of an issue. And the bump that would bleed was above her eye, so it would yeah. And she was really upset about losing her birthmark. So yeah, it's a good mix in my family, Red. Sometimes they can absolutely be health challenges. But yeah, I don't subscribe to the standard beauty standards, I guess. That's like my husband is Puerto Rican. Big guy compared to me. He's a big guy. But you take one look at him and he looks like a mountain man. So he's got a beard down to here and it's streaked with gray. I claim every one of those gray hairs. I put those bad boys there. Yeah. Yep. That birthmark right under his eye right here. It looks like a little smudge right under his eye. Yep. Yeah. I claim every one of those gray hairs that I put in my husband's beard. I own them bad boys. I put them there. Sure did. You did, Pamela. I hope it was a good reminder. Yeah. 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 Sometimes it can be a little too extreme, and I worry more about the health ramification or the long-term ramifications, like the cheek implants where they open up the side of the cheek and stuff. I worry about the long-term ramifications of stuff like that. But I mean, it's interesting. Absolutely, it's interesting. Not something I personally would do, but it's absolutely interesting. But how is it going to affect them long term? How if they have to have teeth pulled on that side, and they don't have enough money for a bridge or something to close off that gap, how is that going to affect eating and drinking? How does all that work? So those are things that I would think about. Ultimately would be more about the health. Oh, well, that's good, Pamela. One day, for sure, one day. I'm getting much more comfortable with the idea of traveling a bit more. So maybe one day. So we shall see. Well, that was a little bit different though, Grim, because that actually reminds me more of say Amazonian or not Amazonian, some African tribes that do that for change of life stages, religious reasons, things like that. So it really depends. It really depends. Yeah. People with fancy colors, exactly. See, I bet you would. I do not doubt that. I do not doubt that. Yeah. Scarification. That's what I was trying to think of what it was called. And it absolutely is cultural in some places and decorative in others. Here in the US, it's mostly decorative. In some of the African tribes and cultures, it is cultural. It's part of like I know in some tribes they use it as a life stage progression. So it's different reasons for different areas. Oh my goodness, it's almost 1 o'clock. I cannot believe it. All right, Pamela. We will talk to you later, darling. Get some rest. Okay, so the only thing that I take offense to that statement, No Face, you can never have enough glitter. Yeah, rites of passage. Yep. Yeah, the only thing that I take offense to, you can never have too much glitter. Just have it in some kind of mix, like paint, glue. Yeah, that sounds about good. That way it does not get everywhere. Like nail polish paint and glitter glue is amazing. You can have as much glitter as you want, and you will not end up with glitter all over the place. What? You poor thing. You poor thing. Red glitter glue. It's a clear base of glitter or of glue, sometimes slightly tinted, that is chock full of glitter. So you can do lines of this glitter glue and do like letters and stuff in this glitter glue, let it dry, and you have solid glitter with no mess. Glitter glue. Love it. And have as much glitter as I want without the mess. Grim. Yes. And those things are hilarious. Are you talking about the ones that are like the fake Amazon packages that have the phones and the fart spray and the trackers and the glitter bomb? So when the thief steals it and opens it, are those the ones you're talking about? Are those the ones you're talking about? I've watched those videos and they are absolutely hilarious. Glitter absolutely was created by evil. That's why you suspend it in paint or glue, not free-floating glitter. Grim. Yes. I die laughing at those videos. It is the funniest thing. And them trying to shove the lid back on because the fart spray is going and going and going and going and going and going and going. I die laughing every time. I die. And you know that specialized glitter, right? That's not your standard large flake glitter. That's like super fine, like super, super fine glitter. You are never getting rid of that. I don't care what kind of industrial vacuum you rent. You hire an industrial company to come clean your shit. You are never getting rid of all of that glitter. Never. You're already finding tinsel? Oh, Lord. Yeah, no. This glitter is so fine that he uses when he makes these glitter bombs, fake Amazon packages for porch pirates. It is absolutely, I mean, it's just like the second the cup spins, it's just a shower of dust, glitter dust. It's not even just, it's glitter dust. That's how fine the glitter is. I don't care. I'm serious. You could hire a professional company to come clean up this glitter mess and they still would not be able to get all of the glitter. I die laughing. And then he's got like 3 or 4 cans of that horrible fart spray that makes you gag on one spray. And it's like he's got 3 or 4 cans of them, one on each side. And it goes ting, 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 ting. Like on each one. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely hilarious. Porch pirates, that's what you get. Don't steal somebody's shit. And it's all set up. They've got phones inside to record, trackers so that when they dump the package, they can go, the guy can go collect the package. Hilarious. Yes, I am right there with you, Grim. I am right there with you. I die laughing. It's perfection. Yes, Red. F around and find out. Yes. Don't steal a package from somebody else's porch that doesn't belong to you. So the last time I saw some videos of his, he had upgraded the package. Because the problem they were having before with the old model is that the batteries would die in the phones because they would have to constantly run. So the updated version Sorry, no face. But the updated version now has a wireless charger base that slips under the mat on the porch. So the phones will stay charged until the package is taken, instead of running the phones down all day waiting for the package to be stolen. So this way, the mat actually is hiding the wireless charger for the phones. And once they take it, then the phones are at a full charge. But it usually only takes a couple hours for them to, make their rounds of stealing their packages, get to where they're going and start opening the packages. And once they do, they dump this package so fast, it's insane. And they've got trackers in it, so they can go pick up the package after it's been dumped. And it has glitter dust, because that's basically what the glitter is, glitter dust, because it's so fine. And the fart spray, and the phones that record everything and automatically ship it to the cloud. So even if they damaged the phones, the footage has already been sent over to the cloud. Yeah. It's hilarious. And it is probably the most evil plan I have ever seen put in practice for porch pirates. It is evil genius. I kid you not. Evil genius. The man that designed these packages, I personally would never want to cross. Ever. I'm good. I would never want to piss this man off. Oh yeah, yes. It's insane how ballsy they are. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, no face. But yes, bacon is wonderful. Ooh, you know what sounds good? I might make it this weekend when I'm off. I make these killer mini meatloafs with wrapped in bacon on the smoker. That sounds good. I haven't made those in forever. Oh, now that is evil, Janelle. I did not say glitter bacon. Hey, Marla. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. I did not say glitter bacon. I said I make mini meatloafs, which are only about, individual size. I wrap them bad boys up in thick slice pepper bacon, and I smoke them on the smoker. That is not anything that I am familiar with, you know. I did not. No, Faith, I did not. I did not. But now you got me thinking about it. You do know that they make edible glitter. I'll tell you what it is. It's basically just colored sugar crystals. Mm-hmm. That sounds good too. Grim, that sounds good too. But no, my bacon wrapped smoked mini meatloafs, that sounds great for supper one day this weekend. That sounds amazing. And it's the thick sliced pepper bacon that you wrap the mini meatloaf up in. Yep. That sounds amazing. Might just be making that one day this weekend. Basically, I kid you not, my oldest loves to bake. And she has used edible glitter, and it was basically just colored sugar crystals, mini sugar crystals that were colored. Oh yeah, I don't think I could ever quit baking. Ooh, that sounds good too, Grim. Well, you can always take the bacon off. You can still get a little bit of the flavor of the bacon without actually having the bacon. You know what else sounds good to go with that? Asparagus. Garlic Parmesan asparagus. That sounds good. I might make that this weekend. The classic BLT on ciabatta bread. That is amazing. My grocery store has this ciabatta bread that they bring in. They don't make it there. It's not one that they make, but they ship it in. And it's really good. It's garlic and herb. Butter that bad boy, toss it in a pan and toast it up that way. Not regular toast, because then the outside gets too hard. You just toast it, like grill it a little bit, and then make the BLTs, classic BLT that way. Oh, yeah, that sounds really good with pepper bacon, because I love pepper bacon. If I'm not having bacon for breakfast, I prefer pepper bacon because it's a little bit more savory, so it works really well when you're having it for a later meal. Yeah, that is not something I am unfamiliar with, for sure. Yeah, that is not something I am unfamiliar with. It's actually really good. So, Scooter Mom, pepper bacon is just bacon that when they cured it, not only did, no face, that sounds amazing. So before they put it into cure, they completely coat the entire outside of the hank of bacon in black pepper. So when it's being cured and smoked, it's also smoking the pepper flavor into the meat as well. And then they slice it with that pepper on it. So you still have the little bit of pepper on the outside when you cook it up. Pepper bacon is great when you're having bacon as a savory, like bacon wrapped meats, or you're having BLTs, or doing more of a evening afternoon with bacon. Pepper bacon works really well for that. Yep, Janelle's got it. They literally crust the entire hank of the bacon before it's sliced, and then they put it in to smoke it and cure it, and then when they bring it out, then they slice it still crusted with the bacon, and then they package it and everything up, so you still get all the all the pepper on the outside. It is fan-freaking-tastic. I love pepper bacon. Marla. You know what? Yeah, highly possible. And pepper bacon makes amazing BLTs. Pepper bacon is usually also thick sliced. Just a FYI. This is true, Janelle. This is true. Red. We'll be good. We will be good. I promise I will not tease no face with glitter. I will not. Ooh. That sounds really good, no face. That sounds really good. But first, bacon. Yes. You can never go wrong with bacon. Never. You can never go wrong with bacon. Now, I'm not a big fan of like the sweet bacons. If I'm gonna have anything like that, then and I'm not a big fan of maple flavoring. If I'm gonna have maple, I prefer that it be real. But the fake maple flavoring, no, I'm good. But I have, on very rare occasion, had a really good maple donut with just a few small small pieces, not huge pieces, not just chopped up. I'm talking like really fine, just a tiny little spattering of bacon. That is not bad. But maple flavored or sweet flavored bacon, I can't get into that. Now, I'm not saying it's horrible. I can't get into that. I also happen to agree with Janelle here. Bacon candy is wrong. I'm not going to judge anybody else who prefers it or likes it. Not my taste buds. I'm good. Like I said, I mean, even the maple donuts that do have bacon, it has to be just the lightest little sprinkling of bacon. I can't handle a big like slice of bacon or big chunks of bacon on it. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you because so much of maple flavoring nowadays is fake maple. It's not real maple like it used to be back in the day. I'm right there with you. And you never know until you bite into it. So if it is the fake maple, it's like I'm good. So yeah, you just tend to end up avoiding it pretty much anyways. I'm right there with you. But applewood smoked bacon, hickory smoked bacon, those make really good breakfast bacons. Your traditional smoked bacons make really good breakfast bacons. And then pepper bacon for everything else that's not breakfast. That's how I roll. You know what? The last time we went to Vegas, we stopped at I stopped at the jerky store, the Alien Jerky store. Um, but when we stopped at the convenience store and topped off gas, and I walked in, I was looking for a snack, and I happened to look over. Do you know they have turned bacon into jerky now? If I have the time, I will fry in cast iron because I have a giant cast iron skillet. If I need it done quickly, I will bake it on a sheet. It depends on how much time I have. I prefer cooked in cast iron, but if I do not have time, I will throw it in the oven. Is that no to the bacon jerky? It actually wasn't terrible, but it left a funny aftertaste after a little while. Ended up giving it to the dog. Mona loved me. Yeah, while we were eating it, because I got a bag for me and I got a bag for my husband, because we both love jerky. Um, but I'd never seen it before, so I was like, okay, I've got to try this. So I got us both a bag. It wasn't terrible while you were eating it. It wasn't terrible. But afterwards, the aftertaste, like I said, I ended up sharing it with Mona, and Mona loved me. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. Kind of. Mona absolutely loved it. I wasn't a super fan. Let's just put it that way. Mona was. I was not. George was. I was not. Yes, I prefer, if I have the time, I prefer my cast iron. If I'm running short on time and I need to cook a lot in a short amount of time, or I need to focus on one thing, I will set it and forget it in the oven and cook it in the oven. But I prefer it cooked in my cast iron, yes. Okay, I don't understand. Rat, kitty, rope. I don't understand that. I think I'm missing something. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Luckily, I don't have that problem anymore. We lost our kitty girl a couple years ago. So we don't have that problem anymore. But yeah, no, yeah. So Yeah. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you. Yeah, no, the dogs loved me. Like I said, while I was eating it, it wasn't terrible. Not something I'm gonna do on a regular basis, though. Not something I'm gonna do on a regular basis. All right, folks, it is almost 1:30, and I still do have to work tomorrow. Luckily, it's only a few dogs. No face, you are never allowed to disappear. You are never allowed to disappear. Just saying. Just saying. You can take a break, but you cannot go away. All right, guys, I gotta get going. I do have to work in the morning. I get to sleep in my new bed, snuggled up with my dog. So, all right, I will not promise to be live tomorrow, but I promise to try my hardest. I'll do everything I can so we can spend some extra time with Papa. Since he says he's not going to be on for a little while after or during this move. So, trying to give him some good feels before he goes offline for a little while. We're just getting off. We've been talking about bacon and glitter, and yes, Maya. Maya. But yes, we're just now getting off. I do have to sleep. Yeah, see what Janelle says. In our defense, there was bacon. And I had to explain to Scooter Mom all about pepper bacon. Sin. I had to explain pepper bacon. So I couldn't leave until we got that explained. And I did get your message. I will message you probably tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I was late getting on. Oh, but Scooter Mom, if you can get your hands on some and try it, I'm telling you, life-changing. Life-changing for pepper bacon. I'm telling you. I know, Maya. I know. All right, folks. I'm going to get off. I will try to see you guys tomorrow night. All right? Y'all get some rest for those on this side. And for those on Maya's side, y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.